No matter how funny this video looks, this is what an AI-generated video looked like just a year ago. And as you can see, that's a generated video of The Rock eating a rock. Looks funny, right?
It doesn't matter what you think! It doesn't matter!
AI is becoming frightening by the day. This was an AI-generated video of Will Smith eating noodles a year ago. And this is one of the things AI is capable of doing just a year after. And it is becoming scary how the detail, the skin texture, and the cinematic feel are very close to reality. That at first glance, you might not be able to tell this is an AI-generated video. Remember when we said, okay, this AI stuff is cool and all, but clearly there's a long way to go before there's any need for concern. Well, welcome to the future, because this is also an AI-generated video. And so is this. Completely synthesized out of thin air by computers. This one too, this is not real. Today, Sam Altman and OpenAI introduced a new model named Sora. It has the capability to create 1-minute video clips based solely on text input. Similar to how DALL-E transformed text into realistic or stylized images, Sora does the same for videos. However, since it deals with videos, it has to grasp the complexities of reflections, textures, materials, and the way physics influences them over time to produce a convincing video appearance. Now, on their website, there are already several astonishing examples. But before I share them with you, remember that what you're about to see are videos created by AI. These videos are almost close to perfection, but you might notice some glitches. Let's get started and take a look at some of the videos. This particular one matches so well for one of the many scenes needed for a perfect 3D animated movie. And the prompt for this is, an adorable happy otter confidently stands on a surfboard wearing a yellow life jacket, riding along turquoise tropical waters near lush tropical islands. Let's take a look at this corgi vlogging itself on a tropical island. If you look at it more closely, there are lots of giveaways. Like this bird in the background kinda looks like it's gliding in a weird way. And what about the camera stick? Although it seems like it's supposed to be attached to the dog, subtle movements by the corgi expose that the camera stick isn't connected in any way. This doesn't logically make sense. It's important to remember that just a year ago, we were not even close to achieving this level, so keep that in mind as we explore these examples. Now let's take a look at this one also. The prompt for this video involves a camera trailing a white vintage SUV with a black roof rack as it accelerates up a steep dirt road. Once again, the result is quite impressive. It leans towards a slightly more video game-like appearance due to the stable drone footage. But overall, it's remarkably usable. If you take a look at this as well, it's nearly flawless. The reflections of people inside the train on the window glass add a highly realistic touch. You could easily mistake it for genuine footage if you weren't already aware that it's actually AI-generated. The prompt for this is, reflections in the window of a train traveling through the Tokyo suburbs. This particular one is very interesting and worth discussing. The prompt used here is, archaeologists discover a generic plastic chair in the desert, excavating and dusting it with great care. However, if you pay careful attention, you will notice in this example that the AI model fails to represent the chair as a rigid object, resulting in inaccurate physical interactions. At one point, the oddly shaped object excavated from the ground unrealistically transforms into a plastic chair. Then it starts levitating in the air on its own. It even transforms back into this weird object. I don't even know what to call this thing it transformed into. After going through all the sample videos on OpenAI's website, it's evident that these are the carefully selected best ones they decided to showcase, generated simply by inputting text without further modifications. However, there's truly impressive content among them. Some include humans, while others don't. Certain videos have a more realistic feel, like the one with the truck driving, while others lean towards a more video game or stylized aesthetic. Notably, a considerable amount of the content is in slow motion. We must not forget the genuinely shocking pace at which these models are improving. Yet, even upon the initial glance, this video stands out. The prompt for this AI-generated video describes a young man in his 20s sitting on a fragment of a cloud in the sky, engrossed in a book. This one feels like it's about 90% there for me. Admittedly, his eyes have an unusual quality, and the motion of the pages in the book is a bit peculiar. Of course, being on a cloud is a clear giveaway, but the lighting, shadows, skin tones, and the realism of textures on the shirt, along with the natural movement of the clothing, hair, and other details, are undeniably impressive. Now, consider this example. They input a movie trailer concept featuring the adventures of a 30-year-old spaceman, donning a red wool knitted motorcycle helmet against a backdrop of a blue sky and salt desert, and captured in a cinematic style and shot on 35mm film. The close-ups of his face, the intricate details of the fabrics on the helmet, the consistent film grain throughout every shot, and the overall cinematic style make this one of the most compelling AI-generated videos you have come across. Although there's a slight hiccup in the physics of the character walking in a somewhat accelerated motion, but overall it is pretty impressive. There's content like this wall of TVs, a setup that would be both costly and challenging to capture with a traditional camera, considering the numerous old and expensive props involved. However, if you can generate it to this level of realism, complete with reflections and the surrounding environment, why opt for any other method? Here's another example. A group of golden retriever puppies playing in the snow. Their heads emerging and disappearing in the snow, covered in it, is exceptionally well done. The depiction of the physics of fur, ears, and the interaction with the snow in slow motion is truly remarkable. Sam Altman, who is actively sharing more generated videos in response to people's requests on Twitter, is worth checking out on his profile for additional content. The striking thing about these AI-generated videos is that, given their current level of quality, they are capable of deceiving viewers into believing they are genuine. One of the ideal applications for these AI-generated videos is in the realm of stock footage. Many presentations, advertisements, and PowerPoint presentations often require very specific stock videos, and these AI-generated videos have already reached a level where they can seamlessly serve that purpose. Some of the drone footage exceptions are exceptionally well done, and could easily be mistaken for non-AI generated content. If you randomly encountered these videos online, it's highly likely you wouldn't even suspect they are AI generated, unless you closely scrutinize details like the movement of water. Essentially, these videos are entirely usable for advertising various products. Keep in mind that these examples represent the initial stage of this technology, and it's only expected to improve from here on. Be reminded that there's no audio to any of these clips at this present stage. But like I said earlier, it will only get better. In a surprising twist, all the clips presented in this video are entirely AI generated and can be found on OpenAI's Sora website. Looking ahead, if this AI is trained on all videos ever made by humans, it opens up the possibility for it to be innovative and creative in ways that humans haven't explored yet. To get to see all the amazing AI-generated videos by Sora, feel free to check the link in the description. And also, do not forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't. That will be all for now. See you around next time.